To Indonesia now, where new President Prabowo Subianto has been sworn in during a ceremony in the capital, Jakarta. The 73-year-old now leads the world's third largest democracy after winning elections in February. After taking the oath of office, he vowed to be a president for all Indonesians. But critics have raised concerns over his controversial past, which includes allegations of human rights abuses and ties to the Suharto dictatorship. For more on this, DW's Asia-Pacific Bureau Chief Georg Mattes joins me now from Jakarta. Georg, first, for viewers who may not be familiar, tell us more about Prabowo, this former general who's now president of the world's third largest democracy.
Yes, and he is the oldest president this country has ever seen. However, having said that, one really needs to note that he is a very ambitious politician. He has tried 2 times to win against his predecessor, former President Joko Widodo, here in Indonesia, and has now managed to get into the seat of power, basically by teaming up with his predecessor's son, who he made vice president. So he made a huge coalition. He's increasing the ministries. He made an ambitious foreign policy project, ambitious reforms he has foreseen for the country. But he is also someone who is well experienced in the country, seeing that he was the defense minister, so he knows the current administration quite well.
As you know, Prabowo has often been accused of human rights abuses from his time in the military. People still worried about his past?
Yes, that is, of course, a shadow in his CV, if you want, that his military career ended like that, with, however, one has to say, allegations that were never proven. But when you travel to places like East Timor, for instance, which was occupied by Indonesia, that is where you can still have people who remember those days. By and large, one has to say that the expectation of this young, huge Indonesian population of 207 million people is rather positive. The people are really think that this president will bring crucial change when it comes to poverty, when it comes to improving the economy, and he has made big promises to do so.
What kind of policies does Subianto expect to push in office?
I would say one of his most famous projects is the idea to provide 1 free meal to every school children in Indonesia. And that is why he emphasized in his first presidential speech today in the parliament that the self-sufficiency, for instance, when it comes to milk production, Indonesia will be importing vast amounts of hundreds of thousands of cows in order to produce milk locally. And that is also true for sugarcane production. That is true for fuel production, where they want to make more bioethanol here, become the Brazil of Southeast Asia, is something he has in mind. So it's these kinds of policies, how ambitious he will be in pushing that idea of his predecessor to move the capital to Nusantara, to another island, that we'll really have to see.
DW's Asia-Pacific Bureau Chief Georg Mattes. Many thanks, Georg.